Hello, my name is Lindsay Silbert and I will be leading you through a 60-minute power yoga class today. So welcome. We will get started in just a moment. You don't really need any props for this class, just a mat if you have one. As you can see, maybe, if you recognize, I'm back in house and studio, really enjoy teaching here. So let's roll out our mats and get started. Let's get our heart rate up a little, get moving, maybe feel up a little sweat, heat in the body. So we will get started on our mats on our backs today. So we will come on down. Now this is a power yoga class, so we are going to move quick, but please, that being said, listen to your body and rest whenever you need to. You can always take a child's pose. If you're doing this class later on when it's not live, feel free to pause it, take a break, and then get back to it whenever you're ready. So again, we're going to come onto our backs and just come into any comfortable position. This is just going to be a nice, well-rounded flow. Little bit of everything, and then just, again, any comfortable position here. You can bring the soles of the feet together. This is often a way I like to get started. So I'm going to take Supta Konasana. Otherwise, you can just bend the knees, let the knees fall in towards each other, or you can also extend the legs out, let the feet flap open. But find a spot that's really comfortable and begin to settle in here. So closing down the eyes. Taking a moment just to notice how you feel. Notice the physical body. Notice the mind. And then begin to feel all the parts of you that are connecting down onto the mat. So you can start with the feet, working up the body. Feel the connection and allow there to be a heaviness. If you notice there are any spots where you feel tense or tight, just begin to breathe into those areas, letting them soften. And with every exhale, see if you can allow the body to relax a little bit deeper. And then begin to come aware of the breath. Without changing, just noticing where you can feel the breath the most. And then once you rest your awareness there, just follow and watch your inhales and your exhales. And see how they feel in the body. With your next inhale, begin to deepen the breath. Feel the belly expand as you draw the air in. And if it helps, you can even rest the hands on the belly as you do this. And then as you exhale, feel the belly soften and sink down, releasing all the air out. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, feel the belly expand, maybe even expanding through the rib cage and all the way up into the collarbones. And then exhale, let it go. Slow, deep, smooth breaths here. If you practice Ujjayi Pranayama, you can begin that now, which is a slight constriction in the back of the throat, helping to warm the body from the inside as well as cool and focus the mind. And I invite you to take a moment here before we begin moving to set your intention for today's practice. And an intention is a nice way to connect in and make the practice a little bit more personal. I always offer up the intention of staying present, keeping within the four corners of the mat, just noticing when the mind wanders and bring it back over and over again. If that feels appropriate, that can be your intention or whatever else feels good for you today. Take 3 more cycles of breath wherever you are. Last full breath. And then after your exhale, we'll draw the knees in towards the chest nice and slowly. And just begin to rock the legs a little side to side. Keep the head, neck, and shoulders soft. Massaging out the lower back. If it feels good, you can make some circles a couple times in each direction. And then we'll keep the right knee hugging in. Extend the left leg out. Now, if it's too much to straighten the leg, you can bend that knee. And just draw the right knee in towards the right armpit as you flex the left toes up towards the ceiling. Take a couple breaths here. And we'll begin to warm the core up. So we're getting right into it. Engage the navel, so engage the belly by drawing the navel in towards the spine. Soften the shoulders, and then we're going to lift the left leg up a couple inches, so off the ground. And then begin to extend the arms forward, so fingertips reach towards the feet. Shoulders away from the ears, take an inhale, and as you exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Now lots of options. You can stay here, you can hold on to this leg, you can cradle the head, or maybe if you want to turn it up a little, you extend this right leg up towards the ceiling. We'll be here for several breaths. And just notice how this feels as we begin to build some internal heat. If the neck bothers you at any time, you can always set the head down, or again, bring the hands behind the head to support. We'll take 3 more breaths. Soften through the face to keep that belly firm. Last cycle here. And then we'll release down, release the left leg, and we'll switch legs. So draw the left knee in, extend the right leg out, point those right toes up towards the ceiling, or again, bend that knee. And just for a moment, hug the left knee in, soften the shoulders, and take a breath or 2 here. All right, begin to engage the belly. Right leg lifts an inch or 2 off the floor, and then we'll extend the fingertips forward and crunch ourselves up. And again, options here. Fingertips can reach, you can hold on, hands behind the head, or last option, you can work that left leg straight. If you're feeling a little tight in the hamstrings, keep the knees bent, and just take a few breaths. Sometimes when we do our core exercises, we forget to breathe. So make sure inhales and exhales are about even in length. Let's do 2 more cycles here. Just gonna warm up with some core. Last one. All right, both knees in. Release the head, neck, and shoulders. Wrap yourself a little side to side. And then we'll plant the soles of the feet. Interlace the fingers behind the head and keep the elbows nice and wide. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, crunch yourself up. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. All right, as you inhale, lower halfway down with the head. As you exhale, crunch out. We're just going to do about 10 of these. Little tiny crunches. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. And take this movement from the belly, not the neck. Elbows stay wide here. Keep it going. Inhales to halfway down. Exhales, lift it up. We'll do 5 more. Try not to pull the neck. Last 3. Again, elbows nice and wide. Last one here. And then lower down. Now legs come into a tabletop. This is the last core exercise we'll do on our backs. Arms up to the ceiling. Now as you inhale, you're going to drop the toes down to touch, reach the arms back. And then as you exhale, swim the arms around and crunch yourself up. So inhale, toes tap down, arms reach overhead. Exhale, pull it all in. We'll keep this going with the breath. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, swim it around. A little bit into the upper and the lower abs here. Let's do 5 more. You can rest whenever you need to. The beauty of practicing at home. Last 3. And 2. Last one here, toes down, arms reach overhead. Good, and then scoop it in and release. Nice work. Hopefully feeling a little bit of heat in the belly. And we'll stretch it out now with some cat-cow. So we'll rock and roll our way up to a tabletop. Now if this bothers the back, just roll off to one side, press yourself up, and we'll come to hands and knees. All right, so let's set it up. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. As you exhale, round in, spread the fingers and press the floor away. Really feel a stretch in the belly as you inhale. So draw the heart forward, stretching those muscles we just worked. And then as you exhale, round in. We'll do a couple more here. And if there's any other movements that feel good, go for it. You can always take some hip circles. Just rock those hips side to side and release the neck here. Last cycle. And then coming back to a tabletop, we'll make our way into plank pose. So walk the hands about, one hand print forward, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and come on up. All right, so options, knees lifted or set those knees down. Now, if the knees are lifted, we're gonna work from here into down dog. If the knees are down, you'll work from here into child's pose. Now, we want the movement to come from the belly. So take an inhale. As you exhale, use the core to draw the hips up and back. Keep a slight bend in the knees. I know we're not quite warm yet. As you inhale, shift forward to plank. As you exhale, slowly come on back. We'll do 3 more, and again, have this movement come from the belly. Inhale forward. Exhale, draw back. Option to set the knees down at any time. Last 2 here. Last one, let's hold our plank. Inhale, come on forward, shoulders back over the wrist. Pull up on the kneecaps, heart reaches forward. Good, and then knees up or down. Inhale, shift the shoulders 1 inch forward. Exhale, chaturanga or to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. All right, settling into our first kind of real down dog. We're gonna hold this one for a couple breaths so you can pedal the legs out. You can take a wide stance, walking the feet a little wider, hands a little wider. And really just lengthen the spine here. So bend the knees, reach the hips back, and then slowly draw the heels towards the ground. We'll take a few breaths as we press the floor away, relaxing the neck and firming the belly in and up. And we'll begin to move with the breath. So inhale, gaze forward, slight bend in the knees. Exhale, step walk or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold. Rise on your inhale, press through the feet, root all the way up to stand, and exhale, palms connect in front of the heart. Let's come into our mountain pose at the top of the mat. Tadasana, the foundation of all of our standing postures in yoga. So feet can be hips distance, or you can bring big toes together. Press evenly through all 4 corners of the feet. Lift up through the quadriceps, so pull up on those kneecaps to engage the thigh muscles. Lengthen the tailbone, firm the belly, soften the shoulders, and lift the heart up. All right, flowing through some sun salutations. Let's take a full cycle of breath here. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Modify as you need. Inhale, reach the arms out, around and up. Exhale, slight bend in the knees, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank pose and make your way through your vinyasa, or you can skip it. Inhaling into your upward dog or cobra. Exhale, pull it back, down dog. So again, modify for your body. You can skip any of these. You can also, if you're feeling really energetic, you can add an extra chaturanga in. All right, we'll really start to build some heat now. So 1 more breath. Inhale, look forward, slight bend in the knees. Exhale, step walk or float the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise on your inhale, press down to reach up. As you exhale, come all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. If you're jumping, land in chaturanga with bent elbows. Back to down dog. One breath, big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step walk, hop those feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise, inhale, root down to reach up. Exhale, again, all the way back down. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, vinyasa. Slowly lower as you hug the elbows in. Open the heart as you inhale. And hips back, exhale. Again, one breath here. Full inhale. Let go on the exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step walk or float the feet to the hands. Last one of these. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Rise on your inhale, root evenly through the feet. And then once again, exhale, fold right back in. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, make your way back. Or you can just hold plank, another great option. All right, once you get back to down dog, we'll rest here. So spread the fingers out, spread the toes out. If you gaze back at the feet, outer edges should be about parallel, and feet should be about 2 fist distance apart. So kind of the width of the hips, if that feels good for you. Otherwise, adjust to make it work for your body. Always set the knees down and rest in child's pose here. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale, knees forward. Exhale, step walk or hop the feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise on your inhale, root down to reach up. Exhale, palms connected to heart this time. Take a moment with the hands here to close the eyes. And feel the body. Feel the feet press down. Crown of the head lift. Take a moment to come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of class. And if you haven't had time to set one yet, set one now. All right, moving into some series B. All right, first round, we're going to move a little slower, and then second and third round, we're going to pick it up, move with the breath. All right, arms by the sides. Let's take a breath together. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend the knees, come to chair pose. So again, a couple breaths in this round. Keep the tailbone lengthening down, belly in. You can always bring the palms together in front of the heart. Sink down into the heels as you lift the toes up. 2 more breaths here. Big breath in. As you exhale, straighten the legs, belly to thighs, fold. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale back to down dog, however you would like. So move through a vinyasa or skip it. Once you get to down dog, right foot will step immediately. Left foot spins flat for warrior 1. So come on up. Again, first round holding here. So left foot is flat, toes are at about a 45-degree angle, and pull this right hip back. So both hip points should be square to the front of the root. Shoulders down the back. Lift through the heart and energize through those fingertips. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower the hands down, step back to plank, and lower through chaturanga if possible. So you really want to ride the exhale down, but if that doesn't work for you, just breathe naturally. All right, once you get back to down dog, left side, left foot steps, back foot flat, set it up, warrior 1. So come on up. Again, hip points square. You might need to widen your stance. Perfectly fine. And then reach the arms up. Keep that connection with the outer edge of the right foot as you sink down into that left knee and spin the right rib cage forward. Reach past the fingertips. belly firm, sink down into it, one more breath. Inhale here, as you exhale, lower, step back, and make your way to down dog. All right, couple breaths. And if you feel like you want to release some heat, you can take a big inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, sigh out the mouth. Just letting the heat release. Nice to do that in down dog sometimes, or all the time. All right, take one more breath here. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step walk or float the feet. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold right back in. Inhale, lengthen, breath with movement this time. Exhale, step walk or float back. Now, if my pace is too quick or too slow for you, you move at your own pace. All right, once you're in down dog, right foot steps, left foot flat. Inhale, warrior one, just for the inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Step back and lower. Open the heart, inhale. Exhale to down dog. Left foot steps, right foot flat. Come on up, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. Look, bend the elbows. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, send it back. Catch your breath. Slow down your breathing. That'll slow down the heart rate. Again, you can set the knees down at any time. Keep the belly pulling in and up. And stretch those hip creases back, almost like someone's pulling them away from the wrists. All right, one more breath here. And we'll go through one more round of these. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step walk or float the feet. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold right back in. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Again, moving with your breath. All right, right foot steps, left foot flat. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, send it back, left side. Left foot steps, back foot flat. Come on up, inhale. And exhale, lower down. And then rest here, down dog. I'm gonna set my knees down and take a child's pose. We're gonna rest here for about 5 breaths. So if you need to grab some water, grab some water. Otherwise, just keep steady, deep inhales and exhales. Notice the sensations in the body. Take another breath wherever you are. And then inhale, look forward, and exhale, step walk or hop the feet. Top of the mat, pull the spine forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale, and exhale, press to stand. Tadasana at the top of the mat. Once again, just close the eyes and feel the body. So just noticing the energetic effects of our practice. Once again, take a moment to realign your mind to the moment and come back to the intention. All right, moving on, we're going to go into some standing postures now. If you have a block, you might want it handy. We're going to go into half moon. If you don't have a block, you can use a water bottle or no block at all. All right, let's blink the eyes open. Let's take a breath together. Big breath in. Exhale to release. Inhale, reach the arms out, around and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to down dog, however you would like. Next inhale, lift the right leg up. Drop the outer right hip and really drive through that heel if you want to kick it into the wall behind you. Lots of length, soften through the neck. Take one breath here. And then big inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose. So hug it in. Now round the spine, pull the belly in as you press the floor away from you. Relax the neck. See if you can really hug that thigh up into the chest. One more breath here. Right foot steps right by the right hand. Keep the left foot, left hand planted and take a twist to the right. Right arm reaches up. Press out of the left shoulder. Spin open into the upper back and drive through that left heel. One more breath here. Set the right hand down and come into warrior two. So right foot comes to the middle of the mat, left foot spins flat, and we'll cartwheel the arms open into our warrior two. So a little bit different than warrior one. Right heel lines with the left inner arch. Soften the shoulders. Back arm up just as high as the front arm. Collarbones broad. Sink down into it. Feel the power in the body. Feel the power in the legs. Power in the belly. Power in the mind. Two more breaths. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, bend into that right knee. And then we'll inhale, straighten the right leg, reverse triangle pose, nice side stretch. And then we'll make our way up to triangle. I'm going to use a block here, so if you have a block for your triangle pose, go for it. You can also take a shorter stance, some people like that. All right, from this right hip crease, inhale, reach, reach, reach. And as you exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches up. 5 breaths. Lengthening through both sides of the torso. Hug the right hand in so your right sitting bone points towards your left heel. Head back, belly firm, and keep the face soft. Last breath. Right, half moon pose. Left hand to the left hip. I'm going to scoot my right foot back so I can stay on my mat. Bring the right hand about a foot in front of the right foot, and then we'll lift the left leg up. Open the left hip to the side, and then maybe extend the left arm up. Flex the left ankle. Drive through that heel. And if your right hand is on something, I tend to do this sinking into it. See if you can get light, maybe even coming onto the fingertips. So even though you're using that support, using the core just to support you just as much. Crown forward. One more breath here. All right, begin to bend the right knee. We're going to bring the left hand down to the top of the mat. Now bend the left knee too. Bring the knees together. Make yourself a little ball. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, set the left foot down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold right back in. Inhale, press to stand, come all the way up. And then exhale, palms connect in front of the heart. Tree pose on the right foot at the top of the mat. So right foot down, bring the left foot up. You can either bring it to the lower leg and make it a kickstand. You can balance below the knee, or you can pick it up and balance above the knee. Palms together in front of the heart, or arms extend all the way up. Shift the right hip slightly into center as you drop the left hip down. Press the foot into the leg back into the foot. Find a steady spot that's not moving to help with your balance. Belly stays firm. Breath Stay steady. Take a couple more cycles here. The arms are up, palms together in front of the heart. Point the left knee forward, level those hips. And then we're going to step back to warrior two. So maybe you find warrior three just for a moment, and then we'll bend the right knee. Step that left foot back and make our way into warrior two. So realign the feet, heel to arch. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, up and over for side angle. Right forearm to right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over the left ear. Take 5 breaths here. Last breath. Keep working that right knee open. All right, come on, up warrior two. Palms together in front of the heart. Now spin the right toes in slightly, and then we're going to spin the left toes out. Left knee goes out, coming into our squat. So either goddess, some people call this temple pose. I've heard horse pose. All right, knees back, tailbone lengthens, belly firm. All right, take a couple deep breaths. Maybe reach the arms up, and then maybe begin to make some pulses, little tiny pulses up and down. Keep the belly firm. If you're pulsing, we'll pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly come all the way up. Now, parallel the feet, outer edges parallel. Inhale, open the heart, look up, and as you exhale, come on down, forward fold. Fingertips on the mat or the floor in front of you, lengthen the spine, inhale, and then as you exhale, fold in a little deeper. Maybe walk the hands back, shift the hips forward, relax the neck, and squeeze the thighs together. Take some deep breaths. Walk the fingers back out so they're under the shoulders, lengthening the spine as you inhale. Slight bend in the knees, bring the hands to the hips as you exhale, and then we'll come all the way up to stand. Right toes out, left toes spin in. Inhale here, and exhale vinyasa, or spin it all together and go right to down dog. All right, couple breaths in your dog before we move on to the left side. All right, inhale, lift the left leg up from that inner thigh. So drop the hip down, point those toes down, and drive that heel back. Spread through the fingers, almost like a mountain pose from the crown of the head through that left heel. Take a big breath here. As you exhale, knee to nose, hug it in, round the spine. Really press the floor away. Try to touch that left thigh to the belly. Maybe even touch the knee to the nose, actually. Take another breath here. Spread through the shoulder blades, and then we'll set the left foot up, coming into our twist. Right hand plants, left arm reaches up. Few breaths, twisting into the upper back. Stamp all 4 corners of the left foot down. Lift out of the right shoulder. And then if you can, reach the heart up towards the ceiling as you take that twist. One more breath here. Keep the right leg engaged. All right, left hand down, warrior two. So left foot comes to the middle of the mat, and come on in. We'll sink down in our warrior two, settle in for a few breaths. Shoulders soft. But again, feel the power in the legs. Feel the core engage. Feel the breath move in and out of the nostrils. Take down 1 more inch, last breath. Inhale, reverse. Stay here for the exhale, bend into that left knee. And then we'll straighten the left leg, reverse triangle pose. Making our way up to triangle pose. Come on up, arms to a T. You've got a proper block, grab one now. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up. And if you're not using a prop, the left hand can come to the inner thigh, come to the inside of the shin. You can even hook the big toe if you've got that flexibility. And then same thing on this side, left hip squeezes in so that sitting bone points towards the right heel. Head relaxes back. And you can take the gaze wherever feels good for you. You can bring it up to the top arm, you can bring it straight, or even down with the left foot. Last breath. Half moon, right hand to the right hip. Take that left hand, plant it about a foot in front of the left foot, and we'll lift the right leg up, flex the ankle, drive through that heel, and maybe right fingertips up. And again, if you're using a block or a prop, get light on those left fingertips. Use the core to support yourself in the pose. Stretch the fingertips away from each other. Right heel back, crown of the head forward. Belly firm. Breath steady, just as steady as if you were doing a stretch here. Take 1 more breath. All right. Begin to bend the left knee, right hand comes down, bring the knees together, and then we'll slowly step the right foot down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Rise on your inhale, and palms connect on the exhale. All right, tree pose on the left leg. So any variation of tree you like, foot on the ground, you can bring the foot to the thigh or the shin, anywhere you just don't want it right on the knee, so either above or below the knee. And then palms together or arms up, or any other variation with the arms you like. Always making the practice your own. Make it fit your body. Make it fit your body for that day. Left hip squeezes into the midline as the right hip drops down. Find something to help with the focus. Last breath here. All right, point the right knee forward. We're going to step into warrior 3, just on the way to get back to warrior 2. So kick that right foot back, flex the ankle, and then we'll slowly bend the left knee, plant the right foot down, align our feet, come on in. All right, inhale, reverse, exhale, side angle. Left forearm to left thigh, right arm reaches over. Now, any variation here as well. But if you're coming into a bind and you have to really, come down like this, that's not the healthiest thing for the spine. We want to maintain that length. So however you can do that, just take care. If you feel any tweaks, any pinching, come out of it. Yoga should make you feel good, but if you push past your limits, you can also injure yourself. Take 2 more breaths. All right, come back up into warrior 2. All right, so I know I've got my back to you, but we're going to come into that squat again. So palms together in front of the heart, left toes point in a little bit, and right toes angle out. I'm just going to turn face the front. All right, there we go. So sink down into it, palms together in front of the heart, or you can extend the arms up. All right, we're going to do a little leg work here. So as you inhale, lift the left heel up. As you exhale, lower it down. Inhale right, exhale down. Keep moving back and forth. Breath steady, keep those knees back. Last one each side. All right, now maybe both heels up. And if you've got both heels up, maybe little pulses here. So similar to last time, a little bit more work. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep keep those heels lifted and then slowly set the heels down. Slowly straighten the legs. Ooh, hands to the hips, parallel the feet. Toes turn in. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, fold. This should feel nice. Fingertips under the shoulders. Pull the heart forward as you inhale. And this time, maybe hook the big toes or grab the feet or the ankles and come on in. Let it all go. Squeeze the legs. Relax the neck. Keep the belly firm here. All right, hands under the shoulders, release the feet or the legs, lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. I know I'm kind of reversed. We're going to turn back to the left, so left toes forward, right foot angles in. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, chaturanga, step back, and make your way. All right, and then again, you can keep the knees up in down dog, or you can set the knees down for a child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Notice where the mind is and keep drawing it back to the moment. All right, moving on only if you're ready. All right, coming to plank pose, so come on in. Okay, we're gonna make our way down to forearm plank. So you can set the knees down first or just come on down to the forearms. Make sure elbows are about shoulders distance apart. We're gonna spread the hands. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can bring the feet together and squeeze the legs, or you can walk the feet a little bit wider if you want a little bit more stability. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Pull up on the kneecaps, belly firm, heart reaches forward. You want to keep the crown of the head lengthening forward as well. So instead of cranking the neck to look up or looking down, you want to just kind of set the eyes a couple inches in front of the face. Out of the shoulders, really firm those thighs. 2 more breaths here. And slowly, slowly set the hips down. Come into Sphinx pose. So pull the heart forward, press the tops of the feet down, and breathe. All right, lowering down, couple belly down back bends. We'll start with Shalabhasana, arms by the sides, press the tops of the feet into the mat, firm the belly, pubic bone presses down, and when you're ready, inhale, lift everything up. If you want, you can keep the feet pressing down, or legs up, arms up, heart up, and breathe. Big toes together, heels come slightly apart, almost as if you're squeezing a block between the thighs. And again, keep the neck long. Gaze here is right at the top of the mat. Maybe lift up a little bit higher. And then exhale, slowly lower down, place one cheek on the mat and rest. Feel the heartbeat. All right, going up for round 2, you can continue with what we just did or extend the arms in front. All right, so the thumbs face up here. Belly firm, pubic bone lengthening. So press the pubic bone down to lengthen the lower back and then lift everything up. So again, you can have the arms by the sides or arms and ears in line. Neck stays long. All 4 corners of the knees point straight down and extend through from the fingertips all the way through those toes. 3 more breaths. Last one. All right, good. Come on down, place the other cheek on the mat, then breathe here. All right, one more of your choice. You can do one of the two we already did, or you can come into bow pose. So if you're coming into bow, bend the knees, reach back for the feet or the ankles, draw the knees in towards each other, lengthen the lower back, and then slowly lift everything up. Press the feet into the hands, roll onto the belly. Really feel the shoulder blades press into the back of the heart. Lift that heart up. Keep the legs squeezing in together. Make sure the knees are no wider than the hips. 2 more breaths. And slowly lower. This time make a little pillow with your hand. Rest your forehead down. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Release the legs. Come back into Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, spread the fingers out, and this time maybe interlace the fingers. We're going to tuck the toes and come into a plank pose once again. So tuck the toes, forearm plank. All right, take a breath here, and then we're going to walk the feet in for dolphin pose. So walk the feet in, relax the neck, and breathe. 5 cycles of breath. If you practice headstand or forearm stand, this is a great time to go up into it. Otherwise, just work here. And if this doesn't work for you, you can just take down dog. Press out of the shoulders. The closer the feet are in, the more you'll feel this in the core. Last 2 breaths here. And we'll make our way into child's pose from wherever you are. Knees down, hips to heels, and rest the forehead. Slowly come on up, and we'll make our way forward into pigeon pose. So if you like to come from down dog, you can come from down dog. Otherwise, step the right leg forward. Shin does not have to be parallel to the front of the mat. Just make it comfortable for you, but you want to level the hips out, so you might need to slide something underneath the right hip. Now, if this doesn't work for your body, I'm going to show you an alternative in just a moment. And once you get comfortable, you'll inhale, open the heart, and then exhale, maybe come down deeper. You can come down to forearms, you can come all the way down. If you've got a block or a pillow, I love to place it under my chest to make it a little bit more restorative, but use what you got. And again, if this is not comfortable, you'll come onto your back, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and you'll take thread and needle. And just breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Notice where you're holding tension. Forehead, the jaw, the shoulders, or the hips, or somewhere else. And whenever you find that place, just breathe into it, letting it go. We're going to be here for a couple more breaths. If you want to add a twist to the quad stretch, you can parallel the left forearm to the front of the mat. Bend that left knee and reach back with the right hand and connect. Now, if it's too much to have the forearm down, you can always come up on the hand and work here. Wherever you are, 3 more breaths. Very slowly, let that left leg release if you got it, and we'll switch sides. So you can feel free to press back to down dog. You need to kind of take a couple hip circles, and then when you're ready, we'll bring the left leg forward for pigeon pose. Take a couple hip circles, and then when you're ready, we'll bring the left leg forward for pigeon pose on side number 2. All right, so again, level out those hips. Even if you didn't have any pain on the first side, if you've got knee pain or any other pain on this side, come into another pose. And again, if you want, slide something underneath that hip. Lengthen the spine as you inhale, and as you exhale, come into it as deeply as you would like. And once you're in, just surrender the body and the mind. Focus on the breath. Just notice as we slow the body down, the mind tends to wander a little bit more. So just stay aware. When you notice, even often thought, just let those thoughts go, come back to the breath. Never completely turn off the thoughts, but let it be more in the background. An option to stay here. If you want to add that twist, we'll parallel the right forearm with the front of the mat, bend the right knee, reach back with the left hand, and if you can, grab that foot, draw it in, and if you can't, oh well, still getting lots of great benefits. Last breath here. Release that, come back up. And if you want to shake that hip out or make some circles, go for it. And then we'll cross the shins behind us, sit back behind, stretch the legs forward. Coming into Dandasana, stack pose. Flex the ankles, toes up, heels forward, and just sit here for a moment. Now, if it's hard to lengthen the back and you're rounding, bend the knees a little or sit the hips up on something. Inhale, reach the arms up, and as you exhale, fold in. Inhales to lengthen, exhales coming in a little deeper. And if you can't reach the feet, fine. Grab onto the shins, the thighs, wherever. You can also use a strap or a towel here. Last full breath. Slowly come up, and then we'll make our way down to our backs. Come down nice and slowly. Arms out to a T. Cross the right knee over the left knee. Bump the hips a little bit to the right. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, let the legs fall to the left as you gaze off the right shoulder. If this is not comfortable, you cross the legs. Just stack one knee on top of the other knee. Ground the right shoulder as you spin the belly up. Draw the knees back to center, uncross them, hips back to center, and then left knee over right knee, hips to the left, knees fall to the right, and then gaze off over the left shoulder. Breathing here. Last breath, bring it all out. Come on back to center. Happy baby. Reach inside the legs, hook the big toes, outer edges of the feet. Rock yourself a little side to side if that feels good. And then pause and feel the whole spine lengthen from the crown of the head through the tailbone. Big breath here. And as you exhale, make your way to your final resting pose. I'm going to come back to Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet and knees open, soles of the feet together, knees open, excuse me. But any other comfortable position, the arms with the legs. Once you get comfortable, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, let it go. Quiet minds, quiet bodies, Shavasana, rest. Take a slightly deeper breath and begin to bring some movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers, the toes, rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Give the body a long, full body stretch, legs forward, arms overhead. And then hug the knees in gently. Roll yourself off to any side. Pause there for a moment. Rest your head on your bottom arm. Come back to the intention that you set. And thank yourself for showing up today. Taking care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. And gently use your top arm, press yourself up to any comfortable seated pose. Close the eyes, draw the palms together in front of the heart. And notice how you feel in your body. Notice the state of the mind. Quality of the breath. Lift the heart up, bow the head in. Thank you all for letting me share my practice. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today for our Power Yoga class. Again, my name is Lindsay Silbert. I'm one of Merritt's yoga instructors, also Director of Wellness. So I will be back on Saturday with an hour-long vinyasa at 10:15 and an hour-long gym class at 11:30. So please join me. Any questions, suggestions, drop them in the comments. I hope you all have a fantastic day and hope to see you soon.